Now that we've placed the items in the model as per the P&ID, let's take a look to see what happens if we get something a little bit wrong. If we start to edit the piping and move the valves onto the wrong line or use the wrong size, we can check the model against the P&ID to ensure everything aligns after editing the layout. Let's begin by opening the P&ID drawing and turning the grid off for better visibility. Next, we open the model 08_04 and run a quick validation. By right-clicking on the 08_04 model and selecting Validate, we can confirm there are no validation errors. This means the model matches the P&ID perfectly. Now let's make a few changes. I'll move one of the valves onto a different line using the Move Part grip. Notice that while the valve maintained its size, reducers were automatically added because we moved it from a 4-inch line to a 6-inch line. At this point, the model no longer matches the P&ID. To confirm, we'll validate the model again. Right-click on the model, select Validate, and observe that the validation only checks what's in the model itself. To compare the model against the P&ID, we need to validate the P&ID versus the model. In the settings, we'll enable the 3D model to P&ID check. This validation flags discrepancies, such as tagged items in the model that aren't in the P&ID, or vice versa. After saving the settings, we'll validate the entire project. Looking at the results for model 08_04, we can see mismatched line items. Specifically, the valve's HA108 is on the wrong lines. This highlights errors introduced when we moved the valves. However, resolving this is not up to an individual. Discrepancies should always be reviewed with the process team. If the configuration is correct, the PID should be updated. If the P&ID is correct, the model must be adjusted accordingly. To fix this, I'll move the valves back to their original lines and refresh the model. Revalidating the project now shows no mismatched line errors, only unconnected ports, which we're aware of. The important takeaway is that when items were moved to the wrong lines, validation caught the errors. After correcting them, the discrepancies disappeared. The goal is to ensure the P&ID and 3D model are always in sync. Remember, the P&ID is the master document and should be considered correct. The link between the P&ID and the 3D model is not bidirectional to prevent designers from unintentionally altering the P&ID. The program identifies discrepancies, but it's up to the process engineers and designers to decide which document is correct.